Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with WWDC.com, and today I'm going to be making a video of the latest release of iOS 8. So the WWDC 2014 conference just ended about 11 minutes ago, around 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And we did see some new improvements to the operating system OS X. We now have OS X 10.10 Yosemite, which does have a flatter design, more like iOS 7 and 8. 8 does not have a redesign, it just has added features, which are huge improvements, in my opinion. But Yosemite has flatter icons, has more of an iOS feel to it on your desktop operating system. You can now answer calls on your computer and your iPad, and you can get text on all of your devices, whether it's a phone or not, with iOS 8. So that is one of the biggest features. And then they have a new thing called family sharing, where you can share up to 6 family members that share the same credit card. You can share your purchases, your reminders, and stuff like that, so you can have like a set of family reminders. They have a whole bunch of improvements to the messaging system. And I did forget to mention one thing about the family thing. If you have a kid on your plan, they can go to buy something and it will actually send you a message, and you can give them permission to buy that from your device, and they can purchase it on theirs using your credit card or something of that nature. Back to messaging, you do have a thing where you can like slide up and you can take a picture and it'll send it right then, or you can do a voice memo message kind of thing. And they, after they're viewed, they will go away within a certain period of time, so they don't take up space, kind of like a Snapchat kind of thing. Another thing is that they added a whole bunch of developer features for you developers out there. I'm not going to get into that because the common person doesn't want to hear about that. But they did add a whole bunch of features for stuff like that. Siri got a lot of improvements, as well as the home control kind of thing, smart home kind of thing called HomeKit, which you can use your phone as stuff for your lights, your locks, your garage door, and stuff like that with pre-existing apps. It just integrates those apps into the iPhones, and it also integrates Siri. iOS 8 will be available to WWDC attendees in beta, which is pretty much all the Apple developers. If you have a developer account, you will get access to it today. The iPhone, it will be supported on the iPhone 4S and the fifth generation iPod Touch and the iPad 2, as well as the iPhone 5, 5S, iPad 2, all the way up, and iPad Mini and iPad Mini 2nd generation, everything like that. Siri has a bunch of different dictation languages. There's something new to developers, I will go into this, called Test Flight, which allows you to send out your applications to people in the App Store to test your applications for free and report back on it right there in the App Store. So that's another thing. There is a new thing called Swift Key, which the keyboard does give you suggestions. And unlike Android, which I know Android does that, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a copy of Android. No. In iOS, it does read, it does like, using your message, what the other person asks you. If they ask you a question like, do you want to go to dinner, you can say yes, no, or something of that nature. It will come up with those suggestions automatically based on the message. Touch ID is now available to be used for third-party apps. Your fingerprint is still stored in the security of your A7 chip in your iPhone 5S, so it is harder for it to be hacked, almost nearly impossible. So there are a lot of new features like that that make it easier to use, faster to use, and just, more convenient, as far as messages goes, and some of the new features like that. So that is iOS 8, coming up from iOS 7 today, as WWDC 2014 just ended. And we will see Yosemite 10.10 Yosemite will also be available to developers today, and general public over the summer if you sign up for the public beta, and then as a full release in the fall. So this has been Colin with iOS Reviews. Have a great day. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and leave any comments below if you have any questions.